We are at the airport and we are getting ready to board our plane to Phoenix, Arizona. We have a super fun weekend planned. We are kicking it off in Sedona and then we are going to the Grand Canyon, and then for our next leg of the trip we are going to Las Vegas. So Matt has a snack. Everybody's getting ready to get on the plane.
100 miles an hour in my head.
So we just got off of our first of two planes. We're at our layover in Nashville right now. It's kind of funny because it feels like we were just in Nashville not too long ago, but we made it right in the nick of time. They are boarding Group A right now and we are Group B.
100 miles an hour toward the...
We were able to get a window seat this time, which is really nice because this is our longer of the two flights. I think we're going to be on this plane for 4 hours.
Now look at you when I see my friend. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. 100 miles an hour to the end.
So we just landed in Phoenix. We are just waiting for our bag at the baggage claim. Then we are going to get our rental car. We're exhausted. It is 11:30 here, but at home it's like 2:30. So it's been a long day. And we both went to work all day. An hour later from our last check-in, 2 trams later, we have the rental car. And now we have an hour and 40-minute drive to Sedona. I think it's an Equinox, is that what they said?
Something like that.
And it is brand new. We're actually the first drivers, so how do you feel about that, Matt?
A little nervous.
Good morning. It is about 10 a.m. here. We are up and ready to go. We're packing up the hotel room and we're getting ready to leave and begin our adventures today in Sedona. It was obviously so late when we got in last night, so we didn't really do a lot of sightseeing, so we were saying it's going to be fun when we're driving in today and we could actually see the beauty of the area, so I'm really excited to check it out. We haven't even left the hotel yet, and look at those beautiful mountains off in the distance.
The red sandstone it fell.
Breakfast this morning is Sedonuts. So I got a sticker in there because it was cute. We got this mango refresher.
Try to do it without getting Oreo crumbs all over the car.
We both got red velvet donuts. So that's what, red...
This is Red Rocks Oreo.
Red Rocks Oreo. I got Red Rocks Velvet, which is now a part of the rental car. Fun fact, while I sit here and finish my donuts, but we are currently parked outside of the only McDonald's with a blue arch in the world. So Matt went in to go to the bathroom. I'm finishing breakfast, and then we're gonna get our hiking day started. Last bite. As you can see, we had to make an emergency stop for an umbrella because it wasn't really supposed to rain here today. But of course, now it's pouring down rain. So we are about to start hiking. We are going to do the Devil's Bridge Trail, which I think is about 4 miles. I'm not exactly sure how long that's gonna take us, and it's a little bit chilly here, but it's okay. We're rolling with the punches. We're gonna figure it out.
And it drove on to the coast. We're going California, but we're all out of work. I guess that's better than a grave and a hearse so old. Whoa, whoa. Hey, little Hollywood, you're gone, but you're not forgot. You got the cash, but your credit
like the worst vacation luck ever, because not only is it freezing outside, it's been pouring down rain this entire hike when one, it was supposed to be like a lower chance of rain today, then it was gonna stop at 1. Now it's like, I don't know, like 2:30, after 2:30 and it's still going. But now it's like, I don't know if it's hail or if it's like, it might be ice.
It's hard to tell. You could see.
Icy. I do always like to say that hiking is my discipline because I'm not very good at it, but there's always a good reward and a payoff at the end. So, you know, it's like, it's motivational and it's fun for me. I think, honestly, this was the hardest hike I have done to date, but I think it's the one that I've like managed the best. I've been able to like keep pace, like I feel good, everything's going well in that regard. However, the elements are just completely against us today.
Finally made it off of the Devil's Bridge Trail. Now we're on Dry Creek.
So dry.
So dry.
All right, we are back in the car. We have the heated seats running, the heat's on. We're getting all nice and warmed up now. I can move my hands again. That trail was insane. It was definitely the hardest but coolest, like most rewarding hike I've ever done. Super muddy, super rainy, super crazy, but definitely worth it in the end. We stepped through like enormous puddles and mud and everything, so at least we dressed appropriately. Now it is almost 4 o'clock and we are headed to the Grand Canyon, starting that next leg of the trip. So it's a little sad that we didn't get to do as much in Sedona as I had hoped, but it was a pretty cheap flight from home to Phoenix, so maybe we can come back sometime and do some more, but I think we definitely did the coolest hike there. What do you think?
Yeah, it was super fun.
Just to show we're not like over exaggerating about the cold, it is literally snowing right now and these cars are coming through and they're like literally covered in snow.
It's crazy just because it's snowing right now, and in 2 days we're going to be in Las Vegas and the weather is supposed to be bright and sunny and 80 degrees.
These snowflakes are unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. They are literally like the size of golf balls and they're falling so like delicately, like we're in a snow globe or something. It's insane.
Coming here I expected like dry desert, red rocks and everything, you know, but now I feel like I'm on my way to like Santa Claus's house.
Listen what I say, oh. I got your hair, oh. Now listen what I say, oh.
We are in Flagstaff now. The weather conditions haven't gotten much better, but we're at Del Taco, and what are we gonna get, Matt?
We're getting some Del Tacos and burritos.
That was the wrong thing to say. You were supposed to say some free shavacado.
Free shavacado.
We had a change of clothes because we had to grab this from the back. So we ended up getting the same burrito, which is like some kind of like chicken queso burrito. Of course we got 2 of the Del Tacos, which I just spilled tomatoes everywhere.
Come on, man.
Like we have to try a Del Taco while we're at Del Taco. So I should probably turn the camera off before I make a mess in this rental car, but we're gonna eat now. We made it to the Grand Canyon and we are at our hotel, which is the Grand Canyon Plaza, and I'll show you around the room. So we already have this one bed a mess already because it's where we're keeping all of our stuff, but then this is where we'll be sleeping. And then I really love these pictures of the Grand Canyon that they have on the wall, and then we have this door, and when you open it, I guess it opens you up into like this little atrium. So yeah, there's like a lounge with like restaurant tables, and they have a little spa, and I think it's over there with a hot tub. So we're definitely going to be checking that out tonight. It is about 7:15 here, and after doing some thinking, we decided that we're just going to stay in tonight. We were going to drive to the Grand Canyon just to see it, look around a little bit, but the sun is setting now and we're exhausted. This hotel actually has like a gift shop area and the spa and everything, so I think we are going to check out those amenities tonight. And then we have another busy day with an early morning tomorrow.
Listen what I say, oh. I got your hair, oh. Listen what I say, oh. The more
Alright, we just got back up from the hot tub downstairs, which was definitely much needed after the long day we had, and then we got showers. But Matt, do you want to show what you got at the gift shop downstairs?
Just this little totem stone with a Thunderbird on it.
They each had like brief descriptions on it, and the Thunderbird is like the bringer of rain. So Matt is really trying to bring more rain to the trip.
I love the rain. I love being wet all the time.
Do you actually?
Nope.
It is about 10 after 9 right now. We have to get up tomorrow by like 4:30. We are doing a tour of Antelope Canyon, and we're going to visit Horseshoe Bend, and both of those are in Page, Arizona, which is about a 2-hour drive. We're pretty much just driving all the way north of Arizona on this trip. But we're super excited for those things. We're getting those knocked out of the way early in the morning. And then after that, the whole rest of the day tomorrow is dedicated to the Grand Canyon. I'm so excited to finally get that knocked off my bucket list. It's a place I've always wanted to see ever since I was a kid. I feel like it's just like one of the American like staple national parks. So super excited for everything tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna get ready for bed. It is about 7:35 in the morning. No, it's like 6:35 because we're driving through like different time zones right now. So we are on our way to Antelope Canyon. We've been in the car for a while, and we drove through some extreme weather conditions.
It took a couple years off my life. The elevation is so high and there was so much snow and the roads weren't maintained, probably because it was, not only is it a national park, but it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, so they hadn't gotten to it yet. But yeah, it sucked, and it was all uphill for most of the way.
But if you look outside now, you would never even guess that we drove through anything like that, which is pretty crazy. Our tour starts at 7, so like I said, we're in these weird time zones, so I hope that we got it right, or else that's really gonna suck to have driven all this way. I did my whole face of makeup and my hair in the car because I could not physically get myself up out of bed any earlier than 4:30. Of course, we needed some Celsius to get us through the morning. The kiwi guava is our absolute favorite.
So the time zones here are confusing, but as far as I can understand it, Arizona is always the same time because they don't observe daylight savings. So in the springtime, they're the same time as the Pacific time. In the fall, they're the same time as Mountain time. Antelope Canyon is in the part of Arizona that does observe daylight savings time. However, itself, Antelope Canyon, does not observe daylight savings time, which is why we were so confused about when exactly our reservation for this tour was. As best I can tell, we're on the right track by using the time zone for Phoenix.
We are pulling into the parking lot now to start our tour. There's literally not a cloud in the sky here, so I'm trying to do everything I can to keep the sun out of my face. Unfortunately, I cannot take my GoPro in there with me. It is part of the rules, but you are not allowed to film or specifically take in GoPros or anything. So I am gonna leave my camera in the car. So unfortunately, it does suck that I can't video in there, but obviously I'm not going to break the rules set by the Navajo. So I'm gonna take a lot of pictures.
Would it stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? She is like a cat in the dark, and then she is the darkness. She was alive like a fire.
Good news is we got the time zone right, so go us for doing something right on a trip for once. But we're all checked in, and they said our tour starts at 8, but like on our confirmation and everything it says 7:30. So I mean, as long as we're getting in, we're getting in, but could use that extra 20 minutes of sleep. At least we can enjoy some warmth, and I'm excited to go in the canyon.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. It's been on my bucket list for so long.
It should be fun to do a hike not in the rain.
So we are back in the car from our tour. That was the coolest thing ever.
It was really cool, yeah.
Like, the pictures don't do it justice. It was like so crazy just seeing like the blue sky contrasted against the rocks, and we had the coolest tour guide ever. She helped us take some really cool pictures. Then we stopped in the gift shop afterwards, and I don't know how well you can see it. I got this, like, it's a handmade bracelet with a little bear charm on it. Matt collects patches for a denim jacket that he has yet to actually put any patches on.
One day.
But one day. So he has the collection going, so I think that one's really cute. We have been up early. It is now, technically it's like 10:30 here, but it's actually like 9:30. So we are starving. So we're gonna start the day with some breakfast. Our tour guide had recommended a place called Rustic Thistle, so I think we're gonna check it out. Matt, look at that damn plaza.
The damn plaza.
Alright, so breakfast was delicious. My chicken and waffles had like a hot honey maple syrup, and Matt had the most delicious like garlic potatoes I've ever had, so I kind of kept sneaking those. While we were in Page, we're gonna visit Horseshoe Bend, and it's funny because we flew Southwest here, and on the Southwest app, the loading screen page is Horseshoe Bend. So yeah, super excited to check that out. We're in Antelope Canyon. Matt like whacked his head off a part of the canyon, so he's got a little bump. I feel bad, but how bad does it hurt?
It's not bad.
It happened, he was like trying to take a picture of something and I didn't see it, but I literally heard like... So we're here, now we just have to take a 20-minute walk out and a 20-minute walk back.
You're gonna leave, it ain't gonna break my heart, Mama. I never see nobody quite like you. And if you ever change your tune, oh, the world's got the best of you. You can always find me where the skies are blue. I want it to change, turn into what you love, Mama. And I would have gave all of my best to you. So if you ever need a fool who will give you a love so true, you can always find me where the skies are blue. Let your dreams, little darling, fly.
Alright, so we're back in the car, just got done viewing Horseshoe Bend, and Matt, what did you think?
It was really cool. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Like, it looks big in pictures or whatever anyway, but in person, it's incredible.
It's like 54 degrees here now, so we walked down fine, but on the way back, like, I started breaking a sweat. So for the first time on this trip, we have the AC on. But now, for the whole reason we are in Arizona, we are driving to the Grand Canyon. So we're talking about how big Horseshoe Bend is, but I know that we're gonna have some pretty impressive things to say about the Grand Canyon. We have like a 2-hour drive back, so we're gonna stop at some overlooks on the way. We're gonna do a hike, we're gonna visit the visitor center, so I'm super excited.
You can always find me where the skies are blue. Gotta see it to believe it. Sky never looks so blue.
We just parked at Desert View and we are about to get our very first look ever at the Grand Canyon.
Back to a time under the canyon moon. The world's happy waiting. Doors yellow, broken blue. I heard Jenny saying, go get the kids from school, and I keep thinking back to a time under the canyon moon. I'll be gone lights all through Rome, and I'm still thinking back to the time under the canyon. I'm going, oh, I'm going.
Alright, so we stopped in the visitor center, we got our souvenirs, our map, all the info we need from the park ranger. So we are going to do the South Kaibab Trail. So we have to get a shuttle from the visitor center to the trailhead, and we are taking it to Ooh-Ah Point.
Quick pause in conversation. She plays songs I've never heard. An old lover's hippie music. Pretends not to know the words, and I keep thinking back to the time under the canyon. I'll be gone too long from you.
Everybody walking upwards from the trail is like gasping for air, like their lives depend on it. So it's making me a little bit nervous. It is a pretty downhill walk for us now, and it is going to be pretty uphill on the way back, but it's only 2 miles round trip, so hopefully we'll be all right.
I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going home. I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going home.
They tell you when you're hiking into the Grand Canyon to dress in layers because higher elevation at the top, so it's colder, and the further you go in, the hotter it's getting. So we're definitely starting to feel the heat. From where we are now to about all the way up there. So now I completely understand why everybody was like dying and wheezing and dry heaving at the top of the mountain. We stopped for a minute so we could catch our breaths. We made it a pretty decent way up, but we still have to go all the way up there. So I think we're pretty close to the switchbacks, right, Matt?
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Not too much longer, and then it is a little bit of a steep climb. And then we gotta catch the shuttle back. This is us just checking in. I don't know how well you can tell, but all of those people look like ants up there right now. And that's the rest of the way we have to go. Okay, at one point, we were all the way down there. We still have a little bit more to go. We're probably on like my 4th break because my lungs are really mad at me right now. We made it to the top.
We did it in 35 minutes.
Which I feel like we're a lot quicker than the hike down.
Yeah, we did. We made it up faster than the hike down. We didn't stop to take pictures on the way up though. So.
That's true. We are starving after that hike, so we are at this place that is literally called We Cook Pizza and Pasta. So will we get pizza? Will we get pasta? You'll find out.
Big update. We got pizza and pasta.
Alright, we got back to the hotel. We changed our clothes, put on my new Grand Canyon hoodie because it's literally freezing outside, and we are driving back into the canyon to do this little like night sky astronomy telescope viewing thing. I'm using the light from my phone right now, but we just got back to the park and there are so many stars out already, so I am super excited to see everything through the telescope. We are back from the astronomy night at the Grand Canyon. What did you think?
It was pretty cool.
It was cool. It was freezing cold or else we would have stayed longer, and the lines were kind of insane to see things through the telescopes, but we got to see the Beehive cluster and what was the other one?
The Orion Nebula.
So it was pretty nice. It was pretty cool to see. Now, unfortunately, our Arizona trip has come to an end, but our vacation is still going strong. We have a flight to Las Vegas tomorrow morning at 7:50. We are 3 hours away from the Phoenix airport, which means that we need to be up and moving by like 2:30. So it's like 10:30 now, so we're gonna be running on 4 hours of sleep. It's gonna be another long day. We are excited to continue this next leg of the trip, and our best friends are getting married, so that's the whole reason why we're going out there, so we're super excited for that. What would you say your favorite part of this trip was?
I mean, seeing the Grand Canyon is incredible.
You can't beat that. Like, it almost looked like you're looking at like a painting. Like, it just didn't feel real. But then it did feel really real when we were like descending into the canyon and my legs hurt.
She did very well. We made it to the top in 30 minutes, I think we said, 35 minutes, which blew my expectations out of the water. So
yeah, I still don't know how we did that, but I felt like Frodo climbing Mount Doom. But I would say another one of my favorite parts was Antelope Canyon. Was amazing. Cool. We definitely crammed a lot into these last 2 days. I'm super thankful for this trip, and I am excited for what else is to come. So stay tuned for our Las Vegas video.